That's a good fashion, Mike.
Hello. Good afternoon. Everybody all set? Okay, well, thank you very much for coming. Good afternoon. Sorry.
It's a little hot here. Jeremy's back is down. Sorry. Thanks.
Audio talk. That's right. That's right. You're just trying to clarify that it's supposed to be the other kind of hot.
Yeah,
I appreciate the fact. I appreciate the fact that you come out this afternoon. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you yesterday, but I was scheduled to be out of town when the legislature was prorogued. I'm sure that was just a coincidence. Normally at this time, as you know, a question period would be about to begin. Instead, we're here talking about what I would describe as a scandal-filled session, which Dalton McGuinty prematurely shut down. The way that Dalton McGuinty closed down Parliament, I think, is a direct reflection of the way he treats taxpayers. Zero transparency, zero accountability, zero respect. Once again, Mr. McGuinty has shown complete contempt for our democratic institutions and the notion of ministerial accountability, which I believe to be such an important part of how this place is meant to work. Despite having 3 weeks left on the calendar provided for by the rules, he conveniently chose to shut down Parliament just as the Minister of Citizenship and Immigration was due to answer questions in committee about Mr. McGuinty's year-end slush fund. He chose to shut down the legislature just as we're about to receive test results on the contamination of water in different communities across Ontario. And while this is disheartening, it's not surprising. Dalton McGuinty's final session of the legislature merely confirms all of the lessons we've learned about how he and his government do business. Transparency, accountability, and honesty have eluded this government since the beginning. Just ask yourself, what are the biggest revelations to come out of the sitting just ended of the legislature? Mismanagement of the taxpayers' money, the complete avoidability, scandals piled on scandals, unprecedented waste. The lottery scandal, where millions of questionable lottery winnings were found to have been defrauded from deserving winners on Mr. McGuinty's watch. And yet, there has not been an investigation into the role of Liberal advisors in covering up this scandal, after all the questions that were asked. No respect for the money of the lottery players, no controls in place to prevent abuse, no attempt to solve the problem until the eve of the story going public, no whiff of accountability from the minister in charge of the lottery, who preposterously still sits in charge of the lottery today. The session ends, I believe, with the question still lingering, how can anyone trust the lottery with these guys in charge? Then there's the year-end slush fund scandal. Millions of dollars shoveled out the door with no public notice, no formal criteria, no written application, no review, just a whole lot of money to spread around and a number of people with close Liberal connections proceeding.